What's up, everyone? Let's see. How does this YouTube realm of things work? Exactly, okay. Yeah, it's my first time using this, so just checking things out a moment. Cool. Oh, okay. What? Alright. We are here. We're live. It is actually real. Like, we're living right now in this moment, and this is actually happening. So, welcome to the actual happening of life. Welcome to life. I'm glad that we can be together on this day, my friends. Let's do it. Gonna blow some blessing bubbles for the air. How about that? Some clearing, just some love, just some magic, some fun. Because, you know, bubbles are the best thing. We all need that. Innocence and playfulness, right? Hey, yo, yeah, feel that. Feel that, man. The beautiful magic, yeah. Flowing in the bubbles, the spheres of the collective. Beautiful collective spheres of humanity and elsewhere to all the other spheres around the pockets of the collective of consciousness of the earth, beyond into the stars and all other places across the universe, yeah? Oh, that's fun. Real bubbles, none of the weird digital screen stuff, you know. So it's just like my way, I guess, of like saging or Palo Santoing a place or in a space or something. Get some magical clearing spheres of living energy, living chi and consciousness. Oh, that's fun. That really lightens things up and gets you settled in. So with that, allow yourself to get settled in. Pop right in. Settle in your own bubble to bring it to pocket within this larger bubble we're share here in this space. Yeah. Allow it to blend or combine together your bubble with the group space collective bubble that we are creating here. But I'm creating an opening for us to co-create. Let our bubbles blend for this time of this living StreamCast, following the living stream into the forest. Interconnected, harmonious creation. Forest of stars, forest of tree and earth. All these different aspects of Mother Earth and universal creation, all dimension, time and space, coming together, calling our bubbles to follow and flow and fly and flutter along the flourishing stream of life, of creation, of infinite, ever-flowing, living waters that living spirit, living life force, energy that ever flows and can, if we wish it to flow within us. Maybe these bubbles be a shining and popping, awakening reminder of our innocence and playfulness, of our wholeness and unity as a sphere of energy, as our souls, our bodies multidimensionally come together as this great one whole body and great one wholeness of us in full flotation, in full living, bright, shining, healthful vitality of living, radiant light. As always, we have a few, well, as most often, we have a few topics of focus to talk about, as well as we just open up and let everything come through that is meant to be shared, but at the same time, specifically for anyone who shows up in the now living moment and or the recording. Taking a moment to really connecting in, expanding out to the collective field here so that it may authentically really feel, see, and connect with all who are and will be here. So I encourage you just the same. Allow yourself to really settle in. Really be here right now. Allowing that little entrance in here of the bubbles to wash over you. Allowing you to really connect into your hearts, mind, belly and body, and just the whole body. In a softening, relaxing, complete agreement, really authentically. Just saying yes to being here, being open, with trust, with love. Dissolve away all false perceived illusions of fear that seek to engorge your ego to hop up as a sort of protector from yourself, essentially, from your own fear that you may be projecting onto your reality, that you may be projecting in response to feeling energies of the collective, the various pockets, the various bubbles of however coherent or discoherent or distant or harmonious the bubbles of the collective may be. Tumultuously, we do feel so much with everyone all around us and beyond into the whole planet all the time. Some of us far beyond, but the point is here, beingness. And yes, we feel chaotic or painful energies, but it is no matter. We can simply choose to open with so much living divine love from our absolute truest core centers. To choose and be the free, innocent, radiant, living lights, playful yet clear, directional, and all that we have to channel our infinite, free, living, liberated choice of sovereign, divine, living conscious being. So allow yourself to fully relax in that divine love and fully feel through your dedicated, conscious, deep breath, deep into your lower belly, really all the way to that pelvic floor, all the way to your feet, to really excite and build upon holding that breath in your chi and life force. When you feel ready, gently roll that breath up through to the top of your chest. First priming with 3 breaths of that lower belly. Priming with those 3 breaths. Let's take one big breath in together. 3, 2, 1. Holding in that belly all the way deeply down to your pelvic floor, deep into your feet. Feeling that belly like a bubble, like a sphere of energy. Letting that go gently and softly, yet with a focus all the way down to the bottom. Holding it there a moment and just feel it. Another deep breath in. Holding at the top in that lower belly. And releasing gently and slowly. Take taking one more of those breaths, and then from there you can transition in your own pace to really feeling that ball of energy, your chi, in that belly region. Being able to breathe and gently follow it, to allow it to follow your breath up as you roll your breath up to the top of your chest. One more. So let's roll that sphere of energy, that chi, up through the body, up above the head, through the crown to the soul star chakra. Upon that, we can allow our bodies to open, relax, and trust. Trusting our own energies, trusting our own feelings, even no matter what is coming up. Trust it, allow it to flow. Sometimes there's a lot of stuck energies, a lot of stuck emotions and thoughts that we might find upon really deep breathing and intentionally connecting with the body and with the chi. As it begins to flow through the body, it'll go to essentially the weakest point, or the place where that needs the most life force, needs the most energy. And want to clear those dense energies, coagulations, or thoughts and emotions, to clear. So just continue, perhaps with a little bit more of a focus, bigger intentional breath into that lower belly, up through the body, to feel that energy, not only your chi, but as it enters your heart, allow your spirit to come in to guide you, your true sovereign soul source spirit energies to come in and guide you where to feel, or rather how to bring these clearing, purifying energies is the intention, as if along the journey you begin to see any denser, feel any stuck emotions, thoughts, denser energies in any muscle points. As we begin to really relax upon this deeper intentional breath, in the feeling of your energies, and trusting it to simply open in that relaxation to flow and show you where to bring that spirit, to bring that soul source, living, conscious, healing energy, and it'll guide you so simply in that space. So simply of how to work with that part, work with those energies, to feel into them exactly to the point needed, and just kind of envision like a bright white blue light, or whatever color really works for you, to gently begin working to clarify that energy and allowing chi to flow into it upon your breath, upon that awareness and guidance of really feeling into your heart, really feeling into your spirit, and just opening to trust where that leads. To fill it with more of like a living sun radiance light, and gently have wash away, dissolving away, much like these bubbles, as they pop and dissolve. But imagine them in like a slowed down sense, where you're filling with that life force, that spirit energy. And it's pop, gently dissolving away that dense or stuck energy. So let's feel, let's see. Any guidance places within the group here today that is kind of like the highest priority to focus on? Let's see. Feel like maybe on the right side of the body, around like the, not the back of the rib cage, middle back region, almost a lower but middle back rib cage region, there's something of an energy that feels like we can focus on right now. Bringing that light, bringing those intentions of clearing and purification with the guidance of your spirit, and allowing that chi flow into it. So first let's just simply feel into that space, if it resonates for you, but I'm going to do that because that's where I feel to focus on. Actually, another region here on the left side, kind of more upper back, near the shoulder blade. Two of them. So I'm focusing on that point to bring more of like a relaxing allowance to the muscles. there we go, that feels better. Let me know how you guys feel. Let me know if you felt anything. At any point in your body. Actually beginning now, really more so intentionally sending that out to the field now that I've seen and feel in myself where to focus and how to begin gently clearing. Feels a lot clearer at the moment. Let me know how everyone feels once again, if there's anything at all that was helping you to feel and guide within that energetic clearing. Now, something I feel called to talk more about, which I began to in the beginning of this. I'm going to start transitioning to a next part of the stream here. We'll see if maybe we return to more of an energetic clearing later on. But what I'm also feeling in my own body, in my own self and own experience, but that is rampant in the collective, of course, often as we know, is that whole false programming of fear. And you could say it's false simply because it's not our truest, authentic expression by any means. It comes up upon our own creation via what we feel and receive with what is going on around in the world, in the collective. And in that, it really wells up aspects of our ego, so like our human sense of self-identity, to really rise up more as like a protector, but it's kind of a false sense of protection that is protecting against our own fear, and or at the same time it is also seeking to protect from the fear or the pains in the collective, in the whole of the world, in the various many pockets, as I said before, in different places, in the different areas of our collective body, our whole unified one body, as well as our individual where that may land. So I guess I was feeling that in those regions of my back, but also like in my, I guess head and neck region. Some like a tightness of muscle, of energies, and not a full like connection and allowance that's beginning to speaking into it, of allowing myself to really, I guess, unify my own ego or identity with spirit fully. Just fully allow it and allow myself to be seen. It was this thing of fear, this blockage wanting to hold back from truly unifying or truly stepping up to authentically be here with these clearings and or with other things that we bring, especially doing these clearings or for group settings, because these are new things for my human self to be experiencing. So there was a little bit of a blockage or a holdback, like, wait, can we really do that? Do we really want to do that? Do we really have the energy to be doing that right now? And those are very valid for myself, but also, and for a lot of us just really need to focus on, the point is to really focus on our own chi, our own life force, and our own spirit, our own hearts, our own truest soul source essence. To always be filling in our bodies and be walking in there like that spirit, walking the path of that spirit chi, that source force, with our human life force energy, amalgamation and unification, cultivation, practice every day by just feeling into that, whatever that means through our hearts. For me, it has always been like I can feel this, I just surrender and open up and fully connect in to my heart, to my highest self. That might be through my heart, it might be kind of like through kind of like the soul star chakra, about 12 inches or so above the head. And then just connecting fully into my body, down through the solar plexus, chakral roots, chakras in between and other places, energy centers like the hips, the shoulders, the elbows, the hands, to help me really focalize on those points, to relax and open, to allow myself to begin to basically combine, amalgamify, blend together with myself and be in a unity, in an agreement. I spoke about this yesterday in the live stream yesterday, which was talking about like the ego and spirit soul source agreement with the body agreement, and that is actually what the body is always wanting, is a full liberation, a full freedom to really express the spirit, express the soul source, and exactly what we truly are, and exactly what the body always yearns and desires to be in every moment, in its highest healthful living vitality. So it's through that practice that we can also begin to really attune in to these bodies, to these sacred vehicles, vessels, temples, yes, but also just our animal human bodies. Look straight up. Just the same. They are sacred vehicles and temples for the soul, for the spirit, but they're also living avatar potential bodies. And that means by the highest dedication, devotion, surrender to our truest absolute self, being without fear whatsoever. So being those angelic humans, those spirit unified humans, just to paint it in different lights and different dimensional aspects of focus, that it literally just means whole human. And then from there we can feel into, as I was mentioning yesterday as well, but of course all these things will ever be reoccurring, really be connecting in to expand into new bounds, the new places in ourself, in our consciousness, in our energies and body, to exercise, to play with, to just have fun, experiencing, expanding into, and living as these beautiful human beings we are. So we can ever more discover where more of our potential lay, where it lies, where it is, to be felt and experienced and expressed with all of our love, and dissolving away these barriers, blockages of fear, kind of like, you could say like false protectors, but at the same time, there's different aspects of that we can be talking about here. But right now we're focused on just like the fear aspect and the walls it creates. It's somewhat like a false sense of protection, where it's, like I said, the ego kind of rising up and holding us back falsely from what we actually need and want to receive and want to be. So it's the slow 3D, full physical yet full energetic receiving and feeling of our light bodies and chi and energy bodies, the chakra systems, or just the chi and life force and the energies, and all the subtle subatomic energetics that are interconnected infinitely always with the physical, that we can begin tuning into the slow down in these 3D human forms, to feel, to receive, to breathe with, to begin slowly working through in these spaces where we might feel fear. So like when we really feel like we want to actualize or be active into something, create something, or say something in a situation with people and others, or that we fully feel guided by our hearts. And we'll know that really by not looking like the front of our hearts, but like actually like the back of our bodies, back of our hearts. That that's something that really lights you. That's kind of like the energy of response. Energy of like, okay, I have I have available what something that needs to be said here truly, that will really help clear it, bring everything else to alignment, coherify things. That is up to me with my courage and my full allowance to express that, to step up and do it, and be vulnerable, and be open, and be, but yet breathing into our bodies, and really being present with that action, with those words, with the energies flowing in our bodies, so that it's not pushing or against anything, or rather, where we might feel walls or blockages between others because we haven't fully fostered that openness and trust. And sometimes in those situations, it comes by really confidently stepping up and just saying it or just doing it with others in space situations, or just in yourself and your own things and creations too around you in your own life. But especially in those specific spaces with others, it's, yeah, getting back on track with that focus. It's exactly that. Oftentimes in this world, there are sorry about that, blockages that we feel between each other because of all the fear, especially now, since like the last couple of years or so, where people in they simply fear connection, not only with others, but with themselves in reflection as well, in a full, authentic, healing, whole, unified way. So that is the name of the game, to help everybody to clear those, to help everybody to come into a safety and remembrance, which will come in your own process of choice and healing, and your truer dedication to be more and more of who you really are, and let everything else that's not you dissolve away, and yet maturely aligning with all of your human 3D self in this world as with spirit, as with your soul source, to combine together so that you can actively, like, you agree and work together to bring and be all that you are. So that we're not looping too much. Simply that. Yeah, that's something I experience often, is something that's so crucial for us, is to really bring back that whole human connection, that safe, real, trusting, whole human open connection. So, like I said, sometimes we feel these blockages, or we feel these like barriers, and that comes through the simplest thing we can do to dissolve those away is just by feeling into our hearts and authentically being clear, and allowing our minds to connect with our hearts, allowing not to think anything is this or that, or project on the people anything that is of our own, or from our own experiences, or that might be like connecting a resonant that we think is with them but it's not actually, or that trying to project something on them based on a trauma or a wound or a false projection of themselves within themselves too. It's so simple that we connect into our hearts, and we connect our hearts with them with full eye contact, connecting with our souls, our hearts, our spirits, our fullest love in the unified living moment with each other. Allowing our minds to connect to that, allowing our bodies to sink into our bodies, and allow that safe connection. Because the big point where we feel like that sense of safety as well as like in the root and then the sacral chakras, where it's like safe to actually be in our bodies, safe to actually be present with each other, and just be open and honest and clear and truthful, and allowing everything to clear that must, all the muck to clear, all the denseness, all the coagulations or darkness to begin coming back into a clarity, crystalline within the present moment of who we are, which is an entirely unique process that could take any its own time, obviously, with anybody. But the thing is, it gently begins to happen, even just from that honest, full like eye contact, full soul, full heart, full body, full mind, just I'm here with you and it's okay. I hear you. I'm listening. I receive you. And I'm also here as my individuated, full sovereign source self as well. And you are as well. You are exactly that in yourself, and you are safe to be that. And it's then from there, it's like, okay, now, how can we connect actually? What are we here to talk about? What are we here to share, exchange, or just from our own individual to sovereign source selves, really just share? There are exchanges that go on, absolutely, and that's of our own direction, whether in discernment, whether we're willing to allow that, or not, to a various degree of what's needed and allowed, and what's in the highest, like full source aligned, living, energetic exchange within the natural connectedness of everything, always, but within the actual establishment of that consciously, safely, and clearly dissolving away those barriers of fear with everyone, with the other people that we connect and interact with. Through that we can start actually trading energies, teachings, connection, something that may land for us and greatly catapult or accelerate or assist us in whatever it may, in our unique connections with people and unique beings that we are, right? Just clear energies real quick. Really aligning my own self with spirit and with source, and allowing that to come in and guide how for me to direct myself in my human feelings and experiences and my own mind or ego aspects, to clarify and unify. Seems that's a thing today for me to really be actively working with, simply because I do feel with some aspects of my body, I guess I'm just being, I don't need to share like that honestly, but just sharing what I'm doing, why I'm like moving like this, or all that. Some aspects where my body is asking for self-care in other ways, so there's a bit of a blockage or a stuckness, or like just a blockage for like in the stream of water flow where you see like debris and things, kind of like that, where like the water's not flowing as full and clear and open as it needs to. So the chi, and then my own spirit energy, spirit chi, so it's getting stuck, and then the human like aspects of my ego like mind come in to try to step in and either push things forward, or which doesn't work. So it's akin to exactly what I was talking about earlier, but anyway. Although it feels great to share that, simply because we all go through that. We all go through that, so how is it that we can clear? It's simply by, well, moving or breathing. Whatever we need, that the body speaks to us to help us clear and open channels. Ooh. Just Just one simple way, of course, but we can intentionally bring so much living light, source living light energy into the spaces to really just open up and relax. And actually in this moment, yeah, for us in the collective and for myself, because I know we all go through this, I'm calling for the commanding of a clarification for the collective group here. It's a God, source, highest, truest self that I am becoming and have access to right now, and fully just allowing my highest, truest self to flow through me right now and all the support of my guides and guardians, friends and family, multidimensional, higher dimensional spirit guides of my ascension journey. Commanding and yet asking for assistance. The highest priority of any blockages to my own chi, life force, and spirit chi, source, force, living, light, energies to flow in full agreement with the body, with the mind, with the ego. Anything that's hindering. Clarification and purification and opening. In this living right now moment, through all time, space, dimension, through all there's levels of the light body, energetic body, and physical body, commanding that where's the highest priority to clarify any blockages within the streams of energetic flow, whether it be the chi and life force of the energy body, or the spirit, kind of chi, life force essence of our living light, of our true soul source essence, flow into the body, meeting slowly and gently with those blockages to clear, to pick up that debris out of that stream and move it off to the side, back to the riverbanks. Let it compost into the soils. To allow those crystalline, pure waters of creation that we are, that is in us, and our full infinite human potential to flow. Pure and clear and radiant and nourishing, life-giving, flourishing. For myself and any and all here in the collective group gathering in this now moment or in the future recording. I am open to your guidance, guides and guardians, highest self, spirit, truth, soul source, and source of all creation, of exactly the place in my body to feel into. So right now I feel in my arms, to my chest. So for anyone out there, if that resonates with you as well, go ahead and start feeling with your body if you feel to move your arms. Otherwise, just Feel your consciousness and energies move into your arms to begin a relaxing of the muscles, an opening, to foster a loving trust with your body to open and bring this living spirit, energy, and life force from your belly, pelvic floor. Simply bring that spirit life force directed first to clear the pathways open within the meridians, within those streams of energy. Okay. Now it's within that I feel we can focus more. Really activate our conscious awareness to our root chakra, to our sacral, to our pelvic region, into our belly, just feeling into those organs, feeling into the nervous system connection points with our deep breathing at this moment to further activate. Be guided by spirit where to feel into the nervous system and the meridians, the chi, and these centers within these regions of the body as to the organs. And the energy centers of the organs, the kind of collective of their consciousness and energies of the cells within those spaces. Simply breathe deeply into and feel and intend a purification and clarification with all of your focus, of your organs. I feel like for a lot of us that's highly necessary right now. We're kind of in a season where it's good for detoxification. We're in a time right now when it's really good for detoxification, physically and energetically. So right now, this is what we're being called to do, is focus that purifying spirit, life force energy into our organs upon that in-breath. Bring a purifying energy so that the chi channels can more clearly open. We're clearing any blockages of that stream to allow it to flow more flourishingly throughout the body. So what I'm seeing right now is like a light blue and white light that's filling my abdomen regions, into the digestive organs, into the liver as well. Actually, I feel a golden light to fill within the liver, but the digestive organs are needing that kind of soothing, soft, light, blue, white light. Really envision and feel purification, clarification. Along with you doing that, I'll share this with the collective body. Really feeling and activating our consciousness to the belly, abdomen, pelvic floor region. Just the same as we would do with our hearts, or really even being in the headspace. We transfer down simply to focus here. Feel fully and allow the body consciousness to guide us. Allow spirit, source, to guide us. Highest self, guide and guardians of ascension. Source, God of all creation, Mother, Father, Source, God. calling upon and commanding complete and total purification, clarification, and a detoxification of energies, and physically within its own organic processes for each of our bodies, within the digestive organs, within the liver, upon these lights and these energies, these focuses of consciousness into the kidneys. Detoxification and purification. We also a chi charging feeling really coming from the kidneys right now. Naturally, as they do, like the wellspring of the living, cool waters of our chi. Kind of a great filtering and yet also director of chi in the body, kind of a building point and a dispersion point. But we are commanded for a complete purification of these organs, these parts of the body, and their associated energies, their energy centers, and the collective unification of the cells within those organs that are always asking us to gently listen to the body, to bring more of a conscious unification for those cells to work in agreement with each other in their highest, most optimal, maximum healthful vitality. So we're commanding that clearing so that all may coherently begin to clarify and become its healthful vitality radiant self again. Detoxing, clearing, purifying all these energies within the deeper breath. Taking some deep breaths now, everyone, into our bodies, into the lower belly, to the abdomen. To really actuate the movement of the chi, the movement of these flowing healing energies. Pumping the lymphatic systems, activating the vagus nerves more for our sensory connection into the organs, into the abdomen, the energy centers of them, as well as to the energy centers of the major column, as the root, sacral, solar plexus within the regions. Allowing this to be for the collective body here. Keep breathing and feeling into your body as being present as I work with these energies here. Within the belly, within the digestive organs, stomach, intestine, I'm calling, commanding for a clearing and requesting it of you, all here. Dissolving away, commanding away the clearing of fear energy. Fear energy of fully being alive and fully being present at all times, no matter what. Fully in our bodies. Fully in the highest love and the highest pure intentions of source service, of our highest power, highest source self-service, and source of all creation, everybody's highest potential and power, service of being. By us stepping up with absolutely no fear and just simply being in pure love and pure trust and pure safety, choosing. That is the highest support for everyone that we interact with and the energies of the collective in all that we do. Allowing us to feel whatever we feel, receive whatever we receive. Simply allowing the channels to open, the streams to flow clear. Allowing our human self to flow with the stream, with the energies, to play along the stream and be open and be free, and allowing the dissolving of these illusions projected of ourselves and on the world of fear. To allow ourselves the full safety of feeling what we feel in the energetic flows, in the clarifications, purifications. For a detoxification process, energetically, and to begin to assist just the same in its own organic time, physically. All things that are not in alignment with our highest healthful vitality. Our highest healthful vitality and living light and truest soul source essence within the body, and as the body to fully be an open temple, vehicle, avatar to embody for the expression of our truest self. Anything that's not in alignment with that, physically, energetically, in the light body, energy body, physical body, auric field, multidimensionally, let it be purified and clarified in the divine love and living light of our truest soul source essence and of source God of all creation. In any region of the body, within the organ systems, in the abdomen, anywhere of the highest priority to clear, purify, and detoxify. In all layers and levels of time, space, dimension. Now. giving these energies, expanding my life force, expanding my spirit, my soul, my heart to the whole group here in the live stream or in the recording. My sacred brethren, sacred sistren, here with you to support in these purifications. All these waves of love to help you align back with your truest essence. To take here with you from this recording on live into your living life in every now moment. To remember your individuated soul source sovereignty and whole living trust, safety of truly being. Any moments where you may feel blockages in yourself via connections with others or anything that you do of fear, gently work with that. With full presence of heart and spirit, of body, of mind, to move forward with an authentic purification, authentic clarity of bringing to those energies to allow yourself to really expand into those spaces of connection and or expression. Or just simply living beingness. Living beingness just in the actual now moment. To fully bring through all those solutions. And in the next right steps, fully to actualize whatever you're there for. You are safe, my friends, and I trust you to navigate your lives, to navigate your moment with so much love and so much clarity. I trust you and know that you will and you can have that full capacity of choice to fully navigate everything to align in your highest soul source, sovereign, living embodied timeline. For your highest healthful vitality of living light. And chi building flow through your bodies to nourish you every moment. To make the choices that allow that and allow you to bring that into all that you do with a conscious clarity, increasing in discernment of exactly where to be, what to do, how to respond, how to simply receive as well. Open with so much love and safety to receive. As to respond and give from your full present clarity of that soul sovereign source being of you. With that, I'll play some music for us. I hope everything flow clear more. Let all these to help you in the flow of your chi and life force, to help you in the flow of your spirit and truest source essence, and more so to help these frequencies land, integrate for you. Listen within to your bodies. Listen into the tones you may hear in your head and your ears, these frequencies or tones or Follow the wave oscillations to see where they land and connect in your body. Not always is this electromagnetics, not always is it technologies or light frequencies. Sometimes it's your own body. These of collective consciousness of cells within specific regions, organs, or aspects of the body. Sometimes it's channels or doorways or portals to open for you to receive higher guidance and teachings or energies from your own highest self, healings as well, from your guides and guardians, support and guidance, or from source, and the highest truth frequencies in you to really attune into and where that lands. But as the music goes and as you integrate, listen, soften, and allow yourself to really follow those sounds or tones, if at all that is a thing that is present for you in your body. Just listening into the body, allowing the integration of these energies and frequencies anywhere more to support the chi, source, force, spirit, chi, and life force of the body, energy flow, higher dimensionally, multidimensionally, higher dimensionally and multidimensionally, and fully physically, combining to flow. breathing, being, receiving, completing, process, completion. For here in this now, time, space, and however it may continue for you. How's everyone feeling out there? Definitely feel free to always share in the comments anything you may be feeling, receiving, or experiencing at all through these streams. 100%, please do. I feel gently coming back into your bodies, gently coming back to this space now. I know it may have been a lot in this stream, quite a lot going on. I myself, of course, obviously, everything that I'm bringing through for everybody, I'm embodying, I'm receiving and learning as well. So it's all coming from me, the teaching of like that spirit and human whole self, complete union in a lot of ways, and how they can come together in balance and direction. It was a little bit difficult for me to transition into that music. That was more of like a human ego part of me that wanted to 100% work together with spirit in the space. So it's like, yes, let's do it. But it was hard to transition because I was totally just in like complete like source energy, spirit mode, whatever you want to call it. Ow. Okay, yeah. Crampings of my feet from having sat in that position, bent for so long. How can that become better? How can I still work with my body? Become clearer and flexible for those positions. Ow. Pardon that, I apologize for that brief little thing. But not really. Thank you all for being here. Yeah, I will get much better with the direction of things. I guess all I really need to do is follow spirit and allow that to direct, and I think that would happen pretty well right now. Perfectly. So thank you all. Thank you all for being here. I preciously hold you in my heart and release. Back to you, all is yours. As it always was, and I'm just here expressing what I'm here to express and absolutely give, and connecting with each of us to feel what we need to, whether it be now or in the recording. However quantumly I might feel I can be of service in the whole of the collective planet, and to any who actually watch, yeah, once again. But I felt like what we touched on today were some of the biggest points. It's really being guided to that. May this serve you in the highest and greatest ways, my friends. I love you. Thank you for being here. Until next time, I'll let you know. I'll be posting about a poster about that soon. Instagram and Facebook and however else. For these streams or for the intentional gatherings. I'll keep you updated whether it's early January or later, mid or later January. But it is possible we can do one at the end of this month still. An intentional gathering. I know there are many people that would love to gather in those, so if that's you, if that's speaking to you, if you'd like to intentionally gather more with people like face-to-face on a Zoom call where we do basically exactly this, maybe more so structured sometimes, but I feel like the beginning process would just simply be open like this. Whatever is meant to come through is come through, but other than that, we'll get into other actual group calls, like group classes and containers where we'll be more intentionally structured and focused on things that we're working on and cultivating. But that's in its own process that's really coming together with me as I dedicate time to bring that together. And actually just openly doing the streams is allowing me to learn in my own school, like in my own mystery school of just dedicated devotion of doing and showing up. And that's literally for a whole lot of us in the collective right now. And for most of us, I mean, we all have to learn on our own path, right? Very honestly and clearly. But me just showing up is allowing me to learn other things that I can do more regularly in practice for the group spaces and healings and clearings. And so we can set intentional, specific containers for that. And courses themselves teaching and guiding how we can be practicing and doing these things more ourselves. So thank you for being here and allowing me to work with you guys in that trust and that love and safety to seriously practice, to genuinely just be practicing and discovering more of what I can bring to you all, and allowing me to exercise all these various aspects of my whole humanness and potential to serve Source, to serve God, to serve the universe, multiverse, to serve Mother Earth, and to serve humanity in the highest capacity I feel creatively to express. And I just am in the highest honor that any of you show up to be at all in these streams and recordings. I love you. Thank you. Blessings infinite, always. Be seeing ya real soon. We'll see perhaps tomorrow or the next day. Keep a lookout. You never know, you never know. How do we end this? This is new, it's YouTube, that's right. There it is. Hold on. One moment. Make sure this is savable, recorded, and savable. It should be. I'm gonna trust it.